What exactly are we talking about?
Politics.
Sports.
Education.
We'll tell you anything you want to hear.
We talk, you listen.
BiGG's Golf Talk.
Well, here you all are, waiting to hear my broadcast. How very nice of you.
BiGG's Golf Talk.
America is talking.
Talking and yakety yak.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's all about talk.
A place for information, advice, golf news, golf reviews, and of course, golf humor.
Do you know who this is?
BiGG's Golf Talk.
Comes highly recommended. You're going to feel better if you talk to him.
That's the fact, Jack.
Now we'll talk.
Connect with BiGG's Golf Talk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at BiGG's Golf Talk. Subscribe with us on YouTube and iTunes, Amazon Music, and the Google Play Music Store. We're also available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Big John Quick. He is Bill Cuevas, the golf father. She is Amanda Sensor, the golf diva. Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, on this Saturday morning or Friday night if you're watching us on BGT TV. And our website is www.biggsgolftalk.net or .com, BIGGS, golf tech, biggsgolftalk.com or .net. So, Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
I got my coffee. You got your coffee, I hope.
Got some water.
Got some water. There you go. Water will be later on.
Amanda, what's the new? Is that a new color in your hair?
A new color? No, it's the lighting. No, it's just
okay.
Yeah,
It blends in with your background, so it looks like you did it red.
I
And
have
that's
the
what I was like-
orange. It always makes me look sunburnt on Zoom calls, and like everyone's like, "Oh, you're so red," and I'm like, "No, it's just the lighting." And
I thought
today's
you dyed your hair red.
a really gloomy day here.
Yes.
Super
Mhm.
gloomy. And so I have this lamp on, lots of things going on.
Yeah. Can I just say that I never had allergies until I moved to New Mexico. And you know, it's crazy because they're acting up like everything. I mean, my eyes, my nose, it's just holy cow. I never had this stuff happen when I was living in the Midwest. Even when I was, stayed in Florida for a couple of years, Daytona Beach, when I was, with baseball and stuff like that. I never had allergies like I do here in New Mexico. New Mexico is just a place of its own within our states.
Yeah.
I think the United States is going to actually kick them out soon if they keep going the way that they're
carve them
going.
right out.
Yeah.
Well, I know our state has made national news with the attempt of the impeachment of our governor.
Oh,
and I'm not going to get into it, but she passed a health order illegally and was quickly overturned by a judge here in New Mexico. But needless to say, Bill, one thing that is not going to get impeached here in New Mexico is one company called Pars and Rec. Their grand opening was this last Saturday. We were there live in person. I just happened to have extra duties, didn't know I was going to have, but briefly was MC as well after the show. Meet and greet after the show was tremendous. We gave away a lot of tickets, a lot of raffle tickets for the Squares package, and also Star Brewing generously donated a $100 gift card.
Yeah, they were really cool. It was great meeting them and talking. His name was John that we got to talk
John
with.
Starr.
Yeah,
that's John. His real name, John Starr. Starr.
Name.
But we know who the real star was. She was sitting on the sofa. So
giving direction, yes.
Yep, she was giving the direction and filming and taking pictures and everything. So yeah, it was a great show. It was good overall. We had a lot of good content, a lot of stuff, and we still got a lot more stuff to get doing. So you can start working on the Pars and Rec experience.
Right.
So it's going to be good. We got one more segment. I think we need to do
2 more segments. We're going to
two more over there.
We're going to do
Yeah.
one segment in one of the bays with them hitting and all that stuff,
Mhm.
and then we're going to do a segment with pars on. Was it stars on pars?
Yes, and then we wanted to do something with the because they got the girl that's the equipment specialist in the back that's doing all the grips and fine tuning the clubs and
So
the whole entire process that happens with that. Yeah, so there's still a lot of information. It's your all stop and shop all in one. I mean, literally, they have everything there, and they
And what about the announcement of free fittings all the time? I mean,
all the time.
Can you imagine that, Amanda?
Awesome.
I mean, typically a fitting would cost you what $250, just to get fit.
If you don't buy a club, they charge you. If you buy the club, they give you towards the deal.
No, it can add up. So if you want to go in, and sometimes you just want to get a fitting, and man, you can't do a whole lot of those if you're throwing out $200 every time. So I think that's great.
Amanda, there is a challenge. There is a challenge, 2 challenges out there, as a matter of fact. Bill was challenged by the female specialist in the somewhat format that you kicked his butt in at Topgolf. So there is now a challenge by Tracy, the female specialist out there, to take Bill the Godfather Cuevas down.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How we end up in this position again.
Yeah, but you haven't heard the other position that someone said.
There is another challenge out there that I will be helped to get past that 200-yard driver distance, and I will be going through a fitting, if you will.
Love it.
So we kind of talked about the length of our clubs with
driver and everything.
With the Titleist guy there, and there was information we have never even heard of, and we've had many fitters on this show. But I mean, there is a chance that some people can play a 43.5-inch driver
and still get the distance that they need.
Right.
So it's all about hitting the sweet spot, smash factor.
I will tell you that fittings, a lot of people kind of underrate them, but here's the thing. I went to a fitting. I was checking out a new facility here in Scottsdale. My buddy works there. He said, come in. I want to show you the place, yada, yada, yada. Not thinking anything. I bring my clubs. I hit on the monitor. I haven't been on a monitor in quite a while. As we all know, I'm retired. I'm not competing. It's not as important.
You're old.
I'm old. I'm washed up. So I get on the monitor and I said, the only club that I hate in my bag, which it's usually my favorite club, is my driver. I said, it just doesn't feel like there's any pop to it. Like I hit it, it works, but I said, man, and maybe I'm just getting old and I'm not working as hard in the gym, but like I'm not hitting it as far. And he said, well, let's see what's going on. But from a fitter's eye, he knows that A plus B equals C. So if your swing speed is this, your path is this, then we should be able to get, like, it should produce this. Now, I get it. If I went in there and my swing speed was 40, you'd be like, well, you're never going to hit it over 100 yards.
Yeah.
But based on my swing speed, he said, Amanda, something's wrong with your driver. Like, I'm telling you, there is a problem. Your path is good. Your club face is good. So I hit a bunch, and my average was coming out to, like, my carry was like 200 yards. And I mean, when I played full time,
and that's not you. We've seen you smack.
No, we've seen you.
It's been like 225 is usually my carry, and then I roll out to like 255, 260. I mean, I'm hitting it 230 right now. So that's the fitting side. Is I think sometimes we take it for granted that it's not great, but I had no idea my driver was broke. I just thought something was wrong with me. And
you thought you were broke.
I thought I was broke. And so he said, Amanda, so I hit it, and then he put it on, he tested it, and he's like, there's definitely something going on from hosel into the face, that whether it's broke or or it's not a hot club. because then I swung his clubs, which are totally different. But even then, when it was set, I was still getting more distance.
Right.
So anyway, but I would have never thought that the club had an issue until I went in.
Yeah.
No,
We talked
definitely
about,
good.
does the aspect of the length of your arms make a difference? And he was telling me it does.
Yes.
Now, I have dinosaur arms. I mean, I have, short arms, So I've always wondered, sure, maybe somebody the same height as me, right? But the arm length, they may have longer arms than I do. And, that's why they're getting more distance. Because I was telling him, I was seeing people, and you talk about 40-mile-per-hour swing speeds, but I've seen people with just a nice slow tempo and still hit it over 200 yards.
Yeah.
Not hitting, not swinging 100-yard, doesn't have a 100 miles per hour swing speed.
Yeah.
Maybe 80, but still hitting over 200.
Yeah.
So I've always been curious about that, and so the challenge is out there that he's going to get me over 200 yards on it.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
I'm gonna beat that girl like I beat you, like a bad habit.
Wait,
Don't be rolling your eyes at me, man.
Whoa!
Don't be rolling your eyes at me.
I wasn't even gonna open this conversation for the new viewers on the show because I was just gonna let it be.
Yeah,
let it be.
For all of you at home listening right now,
Paul McCartney said it better. Let it be.
Bill and I, we
You
were
and
at
I.
golf, and we had a little challenge.
And then you cheated, and then you never finished. I know.
Destroyed.
No,
it wasn't even in the same ballpark.
Well, that's because it was in Top Golf. We were playing golf. We weren't playing baseball.
Wasn't even in the same. No,
it was in the same state.
You could have just stayed home. And I could have played.
What fun would that have been? What fun would that have been if I stayed home? Come on.
No, that's actually one of my favorite photos of us standing next to our golf bags before our big challenge.
Just before I trounced you.
You should,
we'll call it that, Bill.
Okay.
Whatever makes you sleep.
Parks and Rec released a highlight video on social media of the grand opening, and they got Bill putting up his hands, yeah, and when he won the gift card.
I won the gift card. I wasn't expecting to win the gift card. I just entered just to enter. Like, did you enter? No. Oh, here's a ticket. Okay.
Love it.
I had no idea.
That'd be great for the kids, though. They can go and check it out and all that stuff.
That's
and have some fun. I mean, the food is really good. Amanda, I don't know if you ever get up here, but when you do get back up here, you got to try out Star Brothers because their food the pizza's good. They had a nice little sampler board out there. That was delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're coming out with some other stuff too. Yeah.
They're doing chips and salsa, and then they teased us with talking about these green chili hush puppies that they make, and a green chili mac and cheese. So and so there's a bunch of things that eventually they're gonna bring over, from their main restaurant. But I think right now it's a really good partnership. They were really booming. Those pizzas were getting popped out of that fire oven like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So and the pizza's really good.
I think they got a handle on what it would be like if it got busy, because that pizza guy was in out. They actually make the pizzas in the back.
Oh, fun!
And put the toppings and stuff like that on, and they carry it out on a little on a pizza tray thing to put them in the oven. Out in the front, so
those ovens get to 700 degrees.
Over 700 degrees.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Those pizzas, when they put them in, take about 7 minutes. So not very long at all.
No, they really don't take, and they're really, really good, especially if you add the green chili to it. That makes it really, really good. I didn't have it last time we were there during the opening, but we had it before when we went, to do some filming. It was really, really good. So they're on top of it. So.
Hey, we have a great show in store for you today. One of the people that we dealt with in Colorado from Backswing Golf Events will be on the show today to talk about what she does and actually talking about the company itself and how she actually promotes the charities and things like that to raise more money. And if you're a charity out there, you might want to give a listen in. But Kristen is going to be joining us in the second hour as well. And where in the world is the wisest man in golf? Well, you'll be surprised. It's not where you think he might be. And what the activities he's been participating in, guess what? It's not all golf.
Set them turtles free. Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up next here on BGT TV on the Ignited Golf Network, it is On Par with Amanda, or could it be Amanda will be uncensored? Right here on BiGG's Golf Talk. We'll be right back.